Hey, you beautiful twin flames, and welcome back to Tarot for You 444. I've got a new tarot deck here, and I'm trying to I'm trying to open the box. Uh-oh. This could take me a while, but I'll keep talking while I'm trying. Does anyone have a magic fairy or I don't know. I don't know, maybe there we go. Ooh, okay. This is the Modern Mystic True Tarot. So I'm going to use this one after I shuffle. We're going to talk a little bit about the Divine Masculine because there's been a few little shifts going on with the Divine Masculine in general. And a lot of you have been struggling in the current energies. So I want to talk a little bit about a lot of things. A little bit about a lot of things today. I don't know, do we need to say hi to Donkey maybe? Where is he? Let's see. Here he is. Say hi, Donkey. Hi. Is he going to bite my finger today? Yeah, he's definitely going to bite my finger. I've been a little bit under the weather, just a little touch, not too bad, but I know a lot of you have been as well with all of the cosmic craziness going on in the world. So this is my brand new deck. That doesn't count when they fly out already. And can you see there's a mosquito in here? Hang on. Did I get him? Oh yes, look. Yay, good girl. Alrighty. That can just go on the floor over there until I feel like cleaning, which could be never. So welcome. If you're new, welcome. You've stumbled across a crazy channel. We like to do things a little bit differently here. If you haven't got a copy yet, make sure you go and get one. And if you're not in your joy, why not? What's going on? How can we change that? These cards are really going to dish some dirt. That's what Spirit's saying. They're going to dish the dirt on some secrets to do with Divine Masculine. Whew. I just need to keep shuffling. So I'll talk and shuffle, shuffle. Oh, goodness me. A lot of you are reaching outside of yourself to people, places, and situations to fill the gap that you don't fill with your masculine, all right? And this is okay if you are... Yeah, here we go. This is for you, Divine Feminine. 7 of Cups. We've got some confusion happening here. See how you're reaching outside of yourself to try and make yourself happy? I don't want you to do that anymore. Unless those people have the right intentions for you, or places or situations have the right intentions for you, I don't want you doing that. I want you to come back to yourself, come back to prayer, come back to doing the things that you love, and only having connections with people that serve you. And you know what I mean when I say that, okay? So find your soul tribe and stick with them. Don't go outside of that trying to, expend your energy with other people. So that was just a quick message for the feminine coming through. Now we're going to focus entirely on the masculine because I know a lot of you really need to hear, something, because I don't often look at other tarot readings online. I don't really follow other readers and people, unless they were my students or my clients in the beginning or something like that. But I do notice that there's this hullabaloo going on about, union is here and, Divine Masculine's going to marry you and, that kind of stuff, which is kind of a little bit sensationalized in my opinion. you know, not to put any other readers down or anything like that, but I don't know. I like to tell the truth from spirit and from the cards at all times. So if you're listening to my channel and it resonates for you, it means you're on the same similar path, or you resonate with me. If you don't resonate with me, that's fine. You feel free to click off. But I'm here to tell the truth. I'm not here to, create a fantasy for anyone. All right. Okay. So Spirit's saying just a little more, and then we're going to dishing the dirt on the masculine today. Here we go. We're ready. Uh-oh. I might just quickly get my clarifying deck as well. I'm so disorganized today, but I kind of feel like the Divine Feminine's been a bit like that. Where are you, oh clarifying deck? We'll use this one today. Okay. Wow. So your Divine Masculine is, although he's doing stuff on his own, he is thinking about you, reminiscing the past with you. And yeah, this is going to sound a little bit cliche, but he's thinking about a future with you. Okay, so I just said there's been a few too many readings where they're saying, ooh, marriage is coming up and all that stuff. This isn't marriage. This is just reminiscence. Wow, reminiscence and a little bit of heartbreak. Okay, so coming back to the feminine just quickly, you are a little bit lonely, like this castle. Oh, wow. Okay. Hang on. Let me continue while I get this card. Mercury retrograde. Mercury's in Gatorade, as we know. My gosh. I have nothing else to say about that. Right, what fell out? 9 of Cups. We'll talk about that in a moment. That's a message from the masculine. Okay, so let's get back to business here. Divine Feminine feeling lonely, perhaps reaching out to people she shouldn't be reaching out to. And that's a little bit naughty, Divine Feminine. But your masculine kind of, he did one of two things. He either went missing completely, as in separation, or he's been weird. There's one of two things going on. Okay? So, I mean, it's not really going to make sense if I show you the cards, because I'm intuitively getting these messages more than I'm getting the cards. The cards are just backing it up. But there may have been some weirdness. I'll talk about the weirdness group first. So in the recent past, your Divine Masculine and you could have had, I don't know, what am I going to say? Could have made sweet, sweet love or done something like that, right? Could have made some babies without making the babies. Hopefully you were careful. And you then told your masculine, I'm not into it. I don't want it. I'm letting my heart go elsewhere. You know, like kind of that Whitney song. Where do broken hearts go? Can they find their way home? We have the sun here. Interesting, because for the other lot of you, we have who are in separation, who haven't just got jiggy with it with the masculine. You guys are kind of hanging around for your masculine. Like, even though you're trying to ignore him, he's thinking of you a lot, which means you are ignoring him enough that he's thinking of you. But then he kind of closes his eyes again. So this is him thinking of you here, you know, there's the sunflower, and then he closes his eyes and goes back to his whatever he was doing. You know what I mean? Like his job or his karmic or whatever. So you guys who are in separation right now aren't really doing a very fantastical job, because he's not continually thinking about you. If you want him to continually think about you, you must, delete, block, really get rid of him at the minute, without meaning to sound yucky. That's not what I'm trying to do. So we've got two stories going on here. We've got a separation story, and we've got in the recent past, we got jiggy with it, and then I discarded you. Okay, so this is the two stories coming through today. Then we have the Nine of Cups. Okay, this looks like a really beautiful card, but it actually denotes greed and selfishness. It's kind of like, this pine cone. Is it a pine cone? I don't know. In my mind, it's pine cone. Your divine masculine's like, I want to have my pine cone and keep the leaves too, have my cake and eat it too. It's kind of like that. He's still in selfish mode, which means your manifestation technique needs to be up in its game, right? We need to up your game in manifestation. So I'm going to continue on the separation story, and then I'm going to go back to we just got jiggy with it recently. Hopefully not making any babies one. Okay, so the separation story, divine feminine, what you need to know here is that although you're trying to ignore your masculine, you're not really 100% trying, because you're still talking about him with your best friend or with your, I don't know, you're still focused on him, which means his focus is semi on you and then off you. You know what I mean? He's not really guided to come and swing back around. Page of Wands in reverse. Yeah, I'm not even willing to show you what I've created. I'm not even willing to send you a dick pic. That's a joke. You know what I mean though? He's not even willing to bend a little bit. We've still got this immaturity here, because you're not doing this. You're not gardening your own soul. You're not gardening. You're not watering your own soul. Wow. You're not gardening your own soul. Write that one down. You're not watering your own soul. He wants to say something to you for the divine masculines in separation right now. And this is what he wants to say. Look, I know in the recent past, or in the past, however long that goes back for you, could be 4 months, 4 years, 4 days, for, I don't know, decades. He knows that he has something with you. He gets that. He knows that there's something that happened that was weird, that he can't explain, that was out of his control, that he really wanted to happen with you. But he didn't feel capable of giving it to you. And for those of you in separation, a lot of this has got to do with that you didn't believe it could be true. And you notice this mirror here, really interesting, is that he mirrored back to you what was missing in your life. So if you were feeling abandoned, he mirrored back your abandonment. If you were feeling lonely, he mirrored back your loneliness. So whatever you were already feeling, he times that by 10. So if you were feeling lonely in the past, either in the recent past or the distant past, he made you feel more lonely or more abandoned or more depressed or more upset or more like you were coming undone. And then we have this immature energy, Page of Pentacles in reverse in the past, I couldn't give anything to you. You know? It's like, here's this treasure chest full of beautiful behavior or wonderful conversations that we could have had, or situations, or, enjoyable, what am I trying to say? There's a word here. Enjoyable experiences. And we just didn't have that. And this is because of what's still going on within the feminine, is that she's looking outside of herself. Again, she's looking, see how she's giving the rose outwardly, or the flower outwardly? She needs to give it to herself. So we're coming back to the basics of, Twin Flames 101. What you give to yourself will come back to you, right? She's still looking for, I don't know, perhaps attachments to other people, or hookups, or, toxic friendships and stuff like that. And it's showing up in her twin flame dynamic. A loss of strength here. This rose is upside down. It's losing its strength. It's wilting, right? Here, she gave a rose to herself to some extent, but she's still giving her heart and her time and her energy to people who really don't, I want to say, deserve it. And so we have the Chariot in reverse. The divine masculine cannot come in because she's not focused enough on her soul. She's still focusing on the masculine. She's still focusing on, in the past he did X, Y, and Z to me, or in the past he was acting like this, or in the past, X, Y, Z, whatever it is for you. Like, take it how it resonates for your situation. And Donkey's going to stare you down and tell you to start blocking or deleting or getting rid of the idea of what happened in the past, because we can't go back in time. We don't have a time machine to go back in time. So there's no use, unless you're talking with a counselor like me or Donkey, there's no use going back in time and keep reliving, that your divine masculine did this or your divine masculine did that, because that's happened. It's already done. It's already dusted, So let's see what's going on with the semi-union peeps who were having some spicy sex by the looks of things. Let's see what's happening with you. What on earth happened with your divine masculine? I feel like he was too clingy. Was he too clingy? Too controlling. Too controlling. Ooh, okay. So maybe he tied you up and called you Betty. I don't know. You didn't believe what he was saying. In the recent past, you didn't believe what he was saying, because what he was saying and what he was doing didn't match up. So if he was saying, I love you and I want to give you, I don't know, a jar of honey, and never showed up with the honey, you kind of like, oh, well, actions speak louder than words. I also feel like there may be other people around that were not part of your twin flame dynamic. So there could be third party situations going on, and a real lack of faith. So on one hand, these divine masculines were promising you the world and not giving it to you, saying, I want to sit out under the stars with you and enjoy our time together. And then it's kind of weird, because maybe they were just all about the sex, or maybe they were just all about the, everything other than what they were saying. And this expectation of loyalty here just never showed up. So, on one hand, they were promising the world, but sitting there quietly and not giving anything. So, we could get married, or we could, it's this future projection. It's this future faking. Perhaps we could do all of this stuff, right? See the imagination going wild? Perhaps we could live by a lake and, I don't know, grow big golden wattle trees. Maybe, I don't know, it's like this, they're coming in romantically, it's like, I'm in the mood for dancing, romancing, come on and hold me tight. Do you remember that song? I'm in the mood, my mum used to love that. I'm in the mood to dance, come on and dance, come on and dance. But there's this bestiality version of him coming through, while Divine Feminine was waiting for something better, waiting for something delicious, waiting for something a little bit higher value or higher vibrational. And we really just got the version of the Divine Masculine that's still wild and untamed and perhaps not awakened enough yet. And so this is the feminine putting a stop to it, or in the midst of putting a stop to it. She can kind of see it for what it is. I feel like in this scenario, she's the captain of her own ship. And she's saying, I foresee the darkness if I stay. I foresee the storm if I stay. So I need to put the brakes on now. I don't want to go, I don't know, that's the ship's brakes. I don't want to go too far with this, because otherwise Donkey will come and visit me in my room and tell me that I'm being silly. Because there's too much future faking going on here in this second scenario. There's future faking, and Divine Feminine is seeing it for what it is. She's realizing in both scenarios, the Divine Feminine's all alone. On my own, pretending he's beside me, all alone, da 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 da. Right, he's out hunting and gathering whatever he wants, and she's kind of like, in the darkness, I feel his arms around me. And all I do is wait for him forever and forever. She's in this castle all alone. And it's a really lonely place to be. Whether you're in separation, it's a lonely place to be. Or whether you have just told your masculine and put the brakes on. I love that. Put the brakes on. Okay, because it's, what has been said or promised isn't actually happening in real life. And the abundance that she wishes for in both scenarios, the abundance and perhaps the promise that she wishes for isn't happening. And so she has to go back to the rule book and say, well, if this isn't happening, either I need to, one, for those of you in separation, I need to ignore him completely, stop talking about him, bringing him up in conversations, rereading his poetry or love songs that he sent you, or etc., etc. And you need to really go all alone for him to come running, right? Because he's not going to come running if you're thinking about him. Because if you're thinking about him, that's the 3D version of him. And this is a soul-to-soul connection. How do you attach and bring your soul to you? You attach and connect inwardly to your soul. So at the moment, whether you have just kind of broken up with your twin flame or whether you're in separation, you need to choose the right path. The path of least resistance is always best. I know many of you, instead of meditating and praying and doing all this stuff, you're going and talking to a million different people. Maybe I'll meet a new friend online. Maybe I don't know, I'll start a hobby or do whatever. And that's good. But you're also negating the need to go within, to pray, to do some yoga, to do some meditation, and really feel into yourself and feel how you're feeling. You know, this ship is not going to sail unless you sail it. Really interesting. The Divine Masculine has a message for all twin flames today. So let me get that for you, because, oh, it's nearly breakfast time. That's good. It's one of my favorite times of the day. It's breakfast time. So if you need help to manifest your twin flame and you want to do my manifestation course, that would be great. If you want to do my whole twin flame system, you can contact me via my email. Or if you just want to do some counseling sessions and get yourself back to normal, you can book with me. And at the moment, there's about a 72-hour wait for readings and counseling services. But I will try and fit you in to my Australian time schedule. All right, what does he want to say? He's actually got a lot to say. There we go. Okay, interesting. 6 of Wands in reverse. I'm not really feeling particularly victorious with us right now. Right? There's this negative space a little bit where he kind of, you know, he's just like, la, 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 la. La, 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 la. La 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 la. Remember that song? Do 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 do. Scream. That's kind of how the feminine's feeling. But he's like, I don't know. I want to sing. I don't want another pretty face. I don't want just anyone to hold. I don't want my love to go to waste. I want you and your beautiful soul. But he's either confused about how you treated him in the recent past, or for those of you in separation, you are not ignoring him enough and going within to your own soul for him to be attracted to you enough. So it's kind of like, it's a whisper. I don't want another minute to go to waste. I want you and your beautiful soul. So we need to turn the volume up. Whoa, 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 whoa. We want him screaming it. Your beautiful soul. Whoa, 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 whoa. If you want to listen to a great version of that, listen to it by Somo. Some of them have been drinking a little bit, and some of you might have been too. Remember, behaviors outside of yourself like that don't need to happen. Okay? Don't dice. Don't dice with other people. Don't try and connect with things that don't serve your soul. This is what he's telling you. He knows he's guilty of looking for things outside of himself. Some of them smoke, some of them drink, some of them, you know, have another person that they're intimate with. 10 of Swords. Yeah, I'm not feeling too crash right now. Wow, recent past, brokenhearted about this connection. And for those of them who have karmic connections with other people in a romantic sense, they're disappointed in those. They don't feel like life is going their way. And, you know, they're hoping that the whole world situation is going to bring some fruition soon in the future. They're judging themselves and you in this predicament here. They're judging both of you. They don't really want you. They don't really want you to know that they're thinking about you in a really romantic way. See the heart? So what all of this needs is for you to come back into the heart space. The divine masculine is pushing and pulling right now because you're pushing and pulling right now. Whether you're in separation or semi-union, you're doing this push-pull, push-pull, push-pull. I love him, I hate him. I love him, I hate him. Take gender how it resonates. I love him, I hate him. I love him, I hate him. He's an asshole, but I love him. He's a sweetie, but he should have done X, Y, Z. You know, he's a total narcissist, but I can forgive that, you know. We've got all this duality going on here, and this is why you're seeing the weirdness in the masculine. And for many of you, you won't see your masculines for at least 6 months if you continue on this trajectory of, I need to continue and try and find out why he's doing all this stuff to me. You need to come out of your ego for a moment, because it's really hard to do that. Really hard, even when you're in the awakening process. You need to come out of your ego and understand that this is a soul connection. You're not going to figure it out. That's why you go to a counselor or why you go to a twin flame specialist, so they can sort it out for you. But even if they are behaving really strangely, that's the message to you that you're doing something different. You need to change what you're doing. How do you change what you're doing? Well, you know, I've created courses and tools for you to change what you're doing. Without change, you're going to continue getting the same results. And it looks to me like even though he's having little pockets of thought of the feminine right now, he's still avoiding it like the plague. He's still being emotionally unavailable. And if you look at yourself in the mirror right now, if you pretend that this is a mirror, this is the mirror. Look at yourself right now in the mirror. Donkey can be the mirror. Look at yourself right now in the mirror and ask yourself, what are you avoiding emotionally in your life? What could you be doing differently so that you are in touch with your heart space? Who are you entertaining that's toxic? If the masculine's being toxic, it's because you're being toxic in some kind of way. If the masculine is abandoning you, it's because you're abandoning yourself in some kind of way. If the masculine is smothering you, it's because you're smothering yourself in some kind of way. If the masculine is tired, it's because you are overexerting yourself in some way. So come back to just being slow. Come back to just being, simple. He is spending time on his own right now with intermittent thoughts of you, which means that you are pulling away and going into your soul, to some respect, to some degree, but you're also still thinking about him. And if you're watching this video, let's be clear, you are thinking about your masculine, right? Because this is a divine masculine video. And I know many of you just check in with my channel so that you can feel as though you know what's going on. And that's great. But once you stop watching my channel, either do something about it, get a counseling session with me, or do a course or something like that. Or just, make a point to just have 1 or 2 readers that you follow, or 1 or 2 counselors that you follow. Because if you're watching, 50 twin flame videos in a week, your expression of self is going to be outside of you and not internal. And if you want to attract your twin flame to you, you have to go within. Okay? So it's a little bit more complicated than what a lot of you know. I'm doing my best to try and explain it. If you're having trouble with the twin flame journey, you can go to my twin flame concept video playlist as well. And if you're newly dating and out of the twin flame journey, I've got my women and men series as well. So just take a look at my playlists and see if those might help you. And if you want to get a reading with me or a counseling session with me, you are more than welcome. Like I say, the wait right now is about 72 hours. I would love to help you out in your dynamic. So before we go, let's sing. Let's sing Joyful, Joyful. Look how excited he is. He's always so excited. He just loves biting fingers. Ooh, see? All right, let's do Joyful, Joyful before we go. And I want you to keep your chin held high and try and really go within. Try and spend more time with yourself, okay? And non-toxic people, please stop being with toxic people. Ready? Okay, let's go. Joyful, joyful, Lord, we adore you. God of glory, God of light. Hearts unfold like flowers before you. Do, Son of God. Come and join the chorus, the mighty, mighty chorus. Dance like donkey dances all day. Joyful, joyful, Lord, we adore you. God of glory, God of light. Hearts unfold like flowers before him. Do. Just remember, your frequency goes out into the universe. Whatever you're thinking, whatever you're putting out there will come back to you eventually. So try and maintain a high vibrational frequency. That means doing and thinking high vibrational things. And if you need help with that, you feel free to contact me. I would absolutely love to help you out. Have a beautiful day, night, afternoon, evening, or morning, wherever you are in the world. Just remember, the confusion in the masculine right now is because of the confusion in you. And if you're trying to manifest your masculine, come and see me about my courses on manifestation, because they will really help you. Okay? Donkey says bye. He loves you. Bye. Bye from Australia. Have a great day, everyone, wherever you are. Bye.